And I'm watching Lord of the Rings, man. Check out this frequency drop, man. We're gonna look at this frequency, and it's gonna remind my Nagas of the balcony drop, man. 2016, talking about the somatics, sound, frequency, vibration, and watch how they tell the story with the somatics. Watch how they tell the story with the frequency. You see how you got geometric patterns, things are connected, right? That'll be like 432 based on vibration. This sand on this iron sheet or metal sheet, forms different patterns based on frequency. When you hear music, you got to ask what frequency it's in because you don't know if it's separating you or connecting you. So we're going to see the difference between the separation and the connection just based on frequency alone. Let's go. Lord of the Rings intro, man. Rings of Power, Amazon Prime. Okay. So they're showing you geometric patterns, sand coming together to form geometric patterns based on the vibration. Either you building or you tearing apart. Watch closely. Look at that beautiful geometric pattern. Right, tree of life looking type joint, right? Let's go. Come. Right. So you see beautiful things happening. When HaWah puts a vibration on the earth, mountains form and beautiful. Everything's being held in a frequency like this. When we say we're going to turn up, charge up, HaWah's, the creator is going to raise the vibration, raise the frequency. This is how easily it's done with vibration. To get in the proper vibration, to get in the, highest vibration, you got to have a code. You got to, not kill each other, not steal from each other. Keep the power first. Keep your power first, right? So that's how you charge up. That's how you make a happy home. That's how everything comes together. But watch what happens when you have an interference pattern. And this is what they got the so-called Naga, the so-called black man, the Negus, right? They got us and this distorted frequency. Watch. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Here comes the interference pattern. Wow. So right away you see an interference pattern. The sand is breaking apart. You don't see no geometric patterns anymore, right? I'm gonna back it up a little bit so you can see the difference. When this hijack start coming in, this is what happens when we get invaded. We're just telling a frequency story. This is just a frequency story. This is what happens to the noggin when we get invaded. We popping off. We got our lands, our vibration, our frequency. Then something happens, right? Fear pattern. Look at this, man. Look at the hijack, man. Look at the Nagas, man. We just telling a frequency story. And remember, this is how we first popped off at 432 to drop, letting you know what 432 do. Check out the same patterns. This is called somatics. Alright, so this is 432. You see the sand coming together slowly, just like it did at the intro. We're going to watch that intro back after you look at this. All right, so this is real science, monogamous frequency, vibration. Now they're going to put it in 440. All right, this is the frequency of the matrix. Everything out your radio, everything out your television is pumping out in this frequency. Look at it. Interference pattern. Nothing connects. Nothing is connecting. Let's go back to 432. All the musicians should know it's about the vibration. How do you want people hearing your music? All that production, you want geometric patterns being formed. This is 432 hertz. You've been digging on 432 the drop this whole time because we about the code. The code puts our community in this vibrational, beautiful frequency. No false witnessing, no covetous, no adultery on your noggins, man. Or else you get this. If you feel some separation today, you probably causing an interference pattern. You gotta keep the code. You gotta check yourself at all time. Meditate on the code to get back into the geometric patterns. If this sheet was even bigger, if this metal was even bigger, you'll see the full pattern of these beautiful, curvature, this spiraling back to 440. Again, this is coming out your television, radio, computer, whatever. You got to tune your music to 432 or, tune in to 432thedrop.com because all our music is played in the vibration of the water. It's that mem sauce, man. It's that water. You see the beautiful vibration, geometric patterns. One more time, you're going to see the distortion of 440. So this is what HaWah wants. HaWah wants to walk with you. HaWah wants perfection. This is what you giving HaWah. Because you don't want to listen. You want to be out of code. You want to serve your idols. Serve your holidays. The high holy days. It gets you out of code. You got to get back into 432. 4 plus 3 plus 2 is 9. 9 is a spiral. 9 is a portal. An entrance. Connection to the Creator. Back to the geometric pattern. Look at the sand. Everything comes together. This is when you tribe up. Or you can get out of code and be separated. Distorted. Distortion. Look at this. Distortion. Nothing can come together. Nothing can pop off based on frequency. You got to meditate on HaWah's code. Exodus 20 got a sin code. We want to get back to the beauty of the geometric patterns and pop off, man. I'm going to do a drop review, though. I'm going to do a drop review on this Lord of the Rings stuff, man. Because they be going to lands beyond the poles, man. Here we go, right? Here we go. 432 coming together to form geometric patterns. This is HaWah's code. Halal HaWah, the tree, the roots. And you can go on different chords and you'll hit different patterns, beautiful geometric patterns, just like the stars, quote unquote, stars be looking like too, right? They all have unique geometric patterns, man. The light, you know what I mean? And, when HaWah says, we're going to be in this new covenant with Kandawi, with the Prester, imagine what the earth is going to look like just based on the vibration change. They call it gamma radiation, sun, ultraviolet light. The light, the frequency is the sound, is the code. Love the other bro, Phil Valentine, man. Light, code, frequency, lockdown is what they've been having us in. Light, code, frequency, lockdown. But we no longer on lockdown, or not. We no longer being locked down, but it's frequency, right? Because once you start to observe, you observe the particle changes the behavior, and now you can collapse the wave pattern with the proper intention, with the order. We observe their static, so their static changes behavior. We can stay in our proper vibration, our patterns. Allow HaWah that we can come together. That's why I said the biggest weapon is always going to be the code, because the code leads directly to the geometric patterns, to the frequency of HaWah. Better than any tool, any weapon you could possibly forge, any sword, any machinery. The code will change the frequency of everything. We gotta play for keeps, my nigga. We gotta be united with Most High over everything. And dodge all hijacks, man. No more interference pattern. Messing up our lines, man. Messing up our beauty. We hijack free, man. Right? This is what they doing to Kanye right now. This is what they doing to Kyrie, man. Hey, man, we're gonna do a drive. Look out for Yeezy Discourse Part 4 on YouTube, man. We going in. Let's go, man. Because they causing an interference pattern when all we doing is searching for ourselves. And when we try to leave a link about searching for ourselves, then we got to lose it all. That is an interference pattern. That is hijack city. That's disconnecting the Naga. They got Nagas over here. They got Nagas over here. We got all these polarizing conversations separating us, separating our frequency. Yeah, divide and conquer. Divide, divide, divide. They got to create opposites. They got to create a narrative over here and an opposite narrative over here to keep you at odds, to keep you separated. That's the end game. That's the frequency. That's their frequency game. That's the play they're running to distort our frequency. It's called conscientio, the creation of opposites. I'm talking alchemy, and that's how you slay the dragon. That's how you break us apart, break our kingdom apart. Yeah, they want that power, they want that ring. We're talking King Solomon. We're talking Solomon. No, we're talking 432 versus 440 hertz. Get the drop. Shout out to The World is Beautiful. Because the world is beautiful when you in cold. 440 right here, distortion. This is F432. Shout out to all the musicians, man, that's being aware of this. Because before the British Standard Organization changed it in the 40s and 50s, standardize your frequency, the International Standards Organization. Look them up, man. They changed music frequency so they're only pumping it in 440. How you change up all the frequency? It all gotta be 440. It all gotta be distorted. You playing jazz and it's coming out like this in their frequency, man. You banging your slaps in their frequency, or you gonna come home, man. You're gonna reconnect. It's about time we reconnect. It's about time we reconnect. So as soon as you hear that frequency, it starts coming together. And that's what we feeling right now. That's what we vibing on right now. That's why we coming together right now. It's the sound we hear. It's the vibe we feel. It's vibration over information. You came here for the information? Nah, my nigga. You came here for the vibration. You didn't come here to be hijacked. Disconnected. No unity. They can do anything to you. They can pick you apart. They can pick you off. With unity. Back in 432. Look at this. This is all 432. He's going up the scale, and it's all 432. And you see the geometric patterns changing every time he goes up a scale. 12 scales, 12 tribes. 440 hertz only hits 8 out of the 12 octaves. Look it up. So when everything's distorted in 440, it's only hitting 8 out of 12 octaves. You're missing the high 4 octaves. You're missing the 4 heavens, right? You're missing out on the heaven frequency. You're stuck underneath the firmament. We coming back. This is how HaWah changes the shape of the earth, man. Not the ball versus flat. I'm talking about the landscape. This is how HaWah changes the landscape. We talking 432, 440 somatics frequency, man. Wakey, wakey. Halal HaWah. Shalom. Tribe up.